Hello, YouTube people. Just wanted to do a quick video here on my house. I'm doing some siding, and I realized as I was doing it that I had 3 different types of siding going on in my house right now. And I don't know if it's a little bit of indecisiveness mixed with there's some functionality issues, and it's just a strange thing. So I thought I'd show you. You kind of get a 3-for-1 deal. And I can explain to you what I got going on here. So right here, this is the original siding, and it's like a lapped siding, not a shiplap, but it's a lapped siding, and it basically has these, it's not V grooves, but it's a little indentation here, a little kind of channel. I think they call it lapped channel siding or something, but this is actually redwood, and so it's really good. It's been up here for 70 years, and it only recently, after like the last time we painted it, I was pretty much looking around and going, oh, it doesn't look great. It's time to figure out something new with this. You can see the corners are just kind of getting messed up looking, and there's some other places it's just not looking great. So what I ended up doing was, in order to kind of get something that's tough and also have a little bit of design feature to it, and keep like the lines not just stucco the whole house, I went with this standing seam siding, or standing seam. You can use it for roof or siding. And I did like 50% of the house in it. And I didn't do the front of the house, but I did the side and the back. And you can see, kind of get through this little area. You can see here I have all of my, here's all my material. I have the caps for the seam, some of the J channel, all kinds of stuff. So we went through this house and we started putting up all of this standing seam going down and around the back of the house. And as we started going, I just realized, one, I didn't like it, I don't know, and 2, it just didn't seem appropriate. And 3, now that I'm thinking about it, we decided to change all of the windows again to, it's kind of a Frankenstein window thing where we have some aluminum Milgard and some Marvins and a couple of vinyl sliders, and I was just like sick of everything being not matched. So I am gonna go with probably some black fiber windows, or like the fiberglass stuff they have now. It's a little bit more rigid than the vinyl, so I think I'm gonna go with the fiberglass in black, and I'm going to then go over all of this channel siding with, let me bring you over here where I'm doing my test wall, with a board and batten design. Now, this is the Hardie board and batten material, but it's not the actual board and batten. I'm using the Hardie panels. So these are just the 4x8 panels, and the Hardie battens. It's a lot cheaper than doing the Hardie, like the board and batten setup that they have, to do it this way. I found, it wasn't at the Home Depot, but I found it at a builder source, which is close by me in LA, the smooth stuff. Home Depot had the wood, has like the wood grain texture to it. And because this is a mid-century house, I wanted to keep it kind of smooth. Board and batten's one of those things that I think traditionally you'd find on a farmhouse type of deal, but you do see it on mid-century homes, and I think it looks pretty cool. Even on the 1-story ranch style homes, you can paint, we're gonna paint it like a sage green kind of thing with black trim. But it looks pretty good on mid-century. And since it's the fiber cement board, it's virtually gonna last forever. Even the standing seam can rust out, whereas this stuff has even a longer lifespan than the standing seam. It's great stuff. It sucks to work with because you're cutting cement, and it's super heavy. There's a fascia board up here, right there, that runs. It's a 12-inch fascia board. That thing weighs, I couldn't even tell you, it's ridiculously heavy. I like broke my shoulder trying to get it up there. But we're covering everything. So you see the end of our rafters there, where the soffit goes. That we're actually going to do in smooth stucco right there, because we couldn't decide what to do. We have a large area in our courtyard that needs to be covered, and we thought that the Hardie backer would look funny covering that area. So we just kind of, it's such a large surface that we decided stucco all the way around was going to look good for the soffit there. All of the dimensions on these is standard. Like this is a 16-inch on center spread for the battens. 16 is like a wider spread. You can do a 12. It's very like dimensional, and it's honestly arbitrary. You could do 9 if you wanted to, but standard is 16 or 12. 12 is a little too detailed looking, but 16 is what we're going with. And these are 2 by 1. The trimmer there is a 4. You can see right there, that's a 4 by 1. That'll have another trimmer over it, which leaves a little like kind of shadow reveal right there. And then obviously the stucco and then the trimmer. But it's that's kind of the design we're going for. I'm moving away from all of it and just going with this. For one is kind of like a utilitarian concept to have something that's going to last forever. It's paintable, which is great. So if you get sick of the color, we can paint it. And I just think it's the way to go with this Hardie siding. I've done quite a few of these homes around LA in the Hardie siding, both horizontal, shiplap, and the board and batten style. And it's just great. It's pre-primed. This is all pre-primed. We do actually prime it again, but it is technically pre-primed, and you can paint right on it. And it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. Hardie's kind of weird in the sense that you have to use all of their products. If you want to get they have a warranty basically. If you use all of the Hardie products, you can get the warranty. This is my mock-up wall, and I'm using just regular old black double paper building, I'm using paper buildings, building paper. And to get the warranty, you have to use the Hardie paper, and it's like a Tyvek kind of material to do it. If you can't find it, then you can use Tyvek. You just got to kind of figure it out, because this Hardie stuff is not, it's a weird availability. You're going to find like some of the smooth panels, and some places carry the blah, 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 blah. You just have to kind of search around and find it to get it all together. I've noticed a lot of people do the Hardie siding with, they will put up the panels. So they'll put up the panels, and then they'll use this as the battens. And this is basically a regular old trim, primed trim. And they use these as the battens. But then essentially you're mixing the wood and the Hardie, and you're not doing all cement. This stuff lasts forever. It's basically, this is like the ultimate primed fascia or trim stuff exterior. It does last a long time, but it won't last as long as the fibrous cement Hardie stuff. So you kind of want to stay consistent with what you're doing, or you end up with like a Frankenstein house like I have. So anyways, that's just a real quick little rundown on my siding around the house. I hope kind of gives you an idea of what maybe you want to do. If you want to know, or you have any questions about the board and batten style, or the shiplap style, or standing seam, whatever, shoot me a message and I'll help you out. All right, these are the dogs. The dogs are about to battle, so I gotta sign off. Thanks for watching.